Number two, you know, he has like other priorities, like he was like grinding in school for a bit, always stay in school, kids.
Always stay in
so
school,
serious,
that's right.
So yeah, to see him back on the sticks and make it this far in bracket, looks like he hasn't lost a step. Against Wal00gi though, another player who like kind of comes and goes, but is always so impressive every time I watch him.
It's true, the nostalgia washing over me. This feels very heartening to see these two fight it out once more. But this is sure to be an explosive set, not just because we got Snake on screen, but because these two players are as explosive as it gets. Wal00gi known for his crazy plays. The forward smashes are legendary. And enhancedpv, we're playing the Wolf of all things, not the Cloud. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to lose that stock first, but not far behind. We see a DI mix-up, and Wal00gi gets sent off, kind of smiling that one off, but that one's got to hurt. That was mad early for Snake.
That's also just what Wolf does. And I feel like if you aren't ready for Wolf to just make you explode at 70% once or twice a game, then you aren't ready to really fight against this character. Because this character just, if you have the read, you can make the dreams happen.
Yeah, this character is a bit of a slayer. Now Wal00gi looking for the down tilt, trying to set something up for a juggle potentially. Even then, the nairs, they're all starting to fall a little bit short. enhancedpv, the micro movement has been so good, but a parry means that Wal00gi can get himself back in the fight. We got a back air just barely whiffing, trying to get some conversions off these explosions from the grenades, but enhancedpv staying cool in the face of danger.
Absolutely, that's what he does best. That's what he does best. That's one of the reasons why he's like widely considered the best player in Maryland, is because he's, one, makes miracles happen with the comeback, and two, never passes up any opportunity, especially when showed up on a silver platter like Wal00gi did right there.
Yeah, that definitely was a little bit haphazard, throwing out that Nikita. Just it might have been misinput, might have been something else, but regardless, it's going to be called out by enhancedpv. He's looking for more here with the down smash, but he's not going to get it. And we're looking for the loop-de-loop around the Nikita, but it won't happen either. And now Wal00gi loses the chance of edge guarding, has to go for a dash attack mid-stage, and we're going to have to reset.
Really good air dodge right through, but always has something covered. Wal00gi, if it's not step 1, it's step 2, 3, 4, checkmate, baby.
Plan Z always comes through for Wal00gi, and now we'll have to see an enhancedpv. You have enough plans in the tank to counter. We're going to catch that no tech on the platform. The back air, more damage.
Oh, enhanced is fishing, but when Wal00gi senses that your opponent's fishing, then that's when he starts to make some big plays and kind of bait you in using Snake's grenades. You always see a grenade in hand right here in the situation, because that might actually save his life. But right now, oh, this is actually very bad.
That's a bad trade. That's a really bad trade. Oh my God, the extension! No way! He's alive!
That hitbox lasted so long. If it was a person that could talk by the end, okay?
That's crazy.
That hitbox was having its first steps.
That went off and it was like the record scratch, like, what?
Yep, that's me.
Yep, that's me. You're like, come on. Okay, C4 middle platform, middle of the stage. Just gotta watch out for that. Obviously, enhancedpv doesn't want to throw out the reflector too often, at risk of letting Wal00gi take an opportunity.
Oh, and now this is so scary. As you said, anyone's game here, that's a big air dodge, F-tilt. Still going to be able to survive this one, though, but this recovery mix-up, it's now or never.
Oh, no.
That air was very smart, covered all the bases, and...
Okay, yeah, the air dodge back to ledge. That's the American air dodge, and enhancedpv will not let that slide.
Yeah. As patriotic as that air dodge was, it was very much needed, because Enhanced did the thing that he does with Cloud off, and he just moved out there to threaten that space.
Yeah.
If you did nothing, you were done. You had to air dodge in, and, like, the thing about Enhanced, he could have covered air dodge in or just do nothing by jumping back. He's a very forward-thinking player to kind of recognize where the pieces were falling and always come on the better end.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of high recoveries from Wal00gi, and I feel like we can start switching it up. Like, I need to see a low recovery, jump off Nikita at the last second into ledge grab.
Yeah.
Like, we just need to find the safer escape, because enhancedpv is kicking out these high recoveries like crazy.
Yeah, that's one thing that Wolf does. You know, having some of the like fastest air drift and like air acceleration means you can kind of be there when our opponent is in the air.
I'll be there. Yep. Sadly, Wolf is just going to be there no matter what.
Yeah, always. Just call his name, man.
Hey, Dash attack, zone break a little bit. Wal00gi using the tools as best as he can. The invulnerable arms and shoulders going to power through. We're going to take the first stock again at a low percent for Wal00gi. We just don't got to die at 77 again like we did last time, please.
Easier said than done. So that back air sweet spot is liable for it to happen.
Yep. Still, Snake got a little bit of heft on him. As long as we DI correctly, we should be able to stay alive. 106 is looking a little bit more dicey. We got the nice coverage, another down air, but it's just another conversion here and there. Some good damage now. It's starting to really rack up for Wal00gi.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Wal00gi fishing for that up tilt, recognizing like, hey, I need to do something now to capitalize on this lead, because otherwise things can fall quickly. I guess enhanced PV. And yeah, look for that up tilt. But enhanced not biting at that at all. Recognizing like, okay, that's your space. You got it, player. Let me go somewhere else.
Right, but you see one F tilt on the wrong side for enhanced PV, and Wal00gi feels that fire again and goes right back in for an approach. We've got the coverage, we've got the lead, and then Snake with a lead can be incredibly menacing.
Yeah, Rise is like 10 spots in the tier list. Stops. Without a lead, still a threat, but with a lead, this character is
scary character. And right now we're just going to do another of the key to coverages. But speaking of that that extension, it's not going to work out in enhanced PV's favor this time. Wal00gi is going to be able to still make it out and take another stock for his money.
Okay, now not only that, but resetting the rate. Enhanced has to work that much harder to get the KO here. And now Wal00gi, recognizing that the percent was a little bit too low to get the dash attack follow-up, and swinging for the fences. That forward air was okay. But you know what? If that hit at low percent, you can Snake its mad follow-up.
Right, and there's not a bounce at that low percent, which means there's conversion. It's the same thing that he was looking for the nair after that first hit. Like, it feels like Wal00gi knows his low percent combos really well and wants to keep enhanced PV put in place for some of these drag down force spikes.
Yeah. Both these players starting to think 3, 4, 5 steps ahead.
Wow. Okay, shield looking a little small for enhanced PV. Has got to be careful, but he wants to keep Wal00gi at disadvantage while he lets that recharge. It's smart, but we got to see if we can get more here. A second back air. The enhanced PV has been going for like one move, whiffed, go for it again, and it's been working.
The no mix-up. You'll never expect your opponent to do it twice, especially when they're doing so many other things at such a high level.
Well, we got to see if Wal00gi is going to be expecting it now, because that's exactly what I wanted to see, that low recovery. That's just enough, and Wal00gi is going to be able to take the game because of it.
Oh my goodness, the C4 being planted well in advance. The level of precognition from both these players that's needed to play this matchup at a high level is huge. Hats off to both of them, but that's just game 2. That's just game 2. This is the best of 5, baby. We got all day here.
I said it was going to be explosive, and they did not disappoint. These two players are already playing like the bracket life depends on it, but they still have losers to go, and the fire will not cease even past that inevitable drop down to losers for either of them. The cloud comes out. Does this change enhanced PV's fate?
I think it will change at least the flow of the game, but not necessarily his game plan, because enhanced is always very good at picking and choosing his zone. That's one of his biggest strengths as a player. But with Cloud, you kind of gain an extra safety with the threat of how much you can harm your opponent at any given zone. This Cloud, or this character, fits enhanced like a glove. However, Wolf, I feel like he's maybe going just for more safety and neutral, but when you bet on yourself, Cloud gets the job done.
You got to bet on yourself sometimes. It's like right now, enhanced PV inching closer to the C4, knows that it's going to come out and kind of baits Wal00gi into launching it, but it does whittle the shield down, so I do worry a little bit for enhanced. We need to see if the edge guarding is stronger here with the Cloud than it was before with the Wolf. I know they both are edge guard monsters, but this is the character that enhanced PV has the bread and butter. This is his thing.
This is his guy. Yeah. When I think enhanced PV, I think Cloud.
Yeah. You got to. He's made a name for himself at many majors. This is going to be one of those tournaments that could be a good return to form for him.
Not Wal00gi has anything to say about it. Kind of himself going into this first stock here, knowing how important this stock is. Enhanced having to recover low, and meanwhile the mortars come out spinning.
Wow!
Somehow Enhanced has 20/20 vision, man, to see through all of that smoke.
I don't know. He must have like gotten the explosive reduction perk or something like that. He's got this like something material or something. It's like something going on here that he's able to just make it out alive in some of these what I would consider near-death situations. And Wal00gi trying his damnedest to try to take the stock. He finally does, but at 167, he's just a breath away himself.
Yeah, really any hit, any forward tilt, any left trap. Enhanced looking for it, but Wal00gi staying cool and collected at the ledge right there. And this won't be quite enough, but this ensuing juggle most likely is. If Wal00gi can get back down by the no mix-up, listen to the magic conch. Nothing. That's all you have to do, man.
Right.
Do nothing sometimes. But there we go. And Ham said, okay, I want the stock now. Excuse me, I'm going to take this.
Yeah, unfortunately, doing nothing doesn't really help you when Enhanced PV is really wearing down your shield. Wal00gi tried to hold shield for dear life, and it just didn't work. Enhanced, not far behind, is starting to pick up speed again in the second stock.
All right, look, we're kind of running back and forth, drawing that line of scrimmage with the grenade, starting to use more of the projectiles out. Almost got the stick. I saw the hands go up, just barely missed it.
But we get close, and that kind of puts a little bit of fear in Enhanced PV, or at least hope.
I would say that for most players, but I don't know if Enhanced knows what fear is.
Have any fear? That's what I like. You would hope. I had to caveat that, but doesn't mean that just because you're not afraid doesn't mean you can't lose the stock anyway. Wal00gi picked all the right situations to take these stocks, and I really appreciate that he's able to keep Enhanced PV on the back foot consistently in this game.
Oh, and the damage racks up so quick while Wal00gi gets a single hit. Already putting Enhanced at near 69% and just going for it with the full drift of the limit. I like that, using the clouds enhanced attribute, try and get out there a bit quicker, holding on to it for as long as possible. He has like another second or two, had to make a play, and gets that in a big way. Enhanced getting things to the last stop here.
Look at his movement. Enhanced PV turned on the jets right now. You can tell he is bobbing and weaving so effectively. Just a little bit of limit charge here and there. And before Wal00gi was off the Angel platform, he'd already charged the halfway. We're already seeing Enhanced PV try to get his movement on point, and it's working.
All right, but very bad position for Wal00gi right here, and Cloud has limit, had to get a hit, but Enhanced just jumping over to Nikita, almost got the finishing touch.
What? We didn't see the second F tilt. It felt like Wal00gi had his chance, but hesitated just a little bit, and Enhanced PV squeaks by again.
Yeah,
second place online.
At high percentage, F tilt does get a little wonky with Snake. Maybe you just didn't want to bet it in that way. A very big breakpoint game. You don't want to leave anything to chance here.
Yeah, of course, that was a huge whip punish opportunity that he was just unable to secure. But we see the roll in, and Enhanced PV panics when he thinks about the Nikita on the left side. Wal00gi is ready for it. He knew what was coming out. The up tilt secured.
That's one of those situations where it's like you're going to go for that read against pretty much anyone you go against, because you've just been in that situation so many times. Everyone wants to roll there. Everyone gets scared. Everyone just wants to get out of dodge, and Wal00gi, just another day at the office for him.
Yeah. Enhanced PV is one of those players that does love using his high frame options. Like, he loves spot dodging a lot, he loves rolling a lot. His air dodges are usually really well timed. And he holds on to the ledge for as long as he possibly can. And he's got a good game sense, a good grasp of like how long the time frame is going to last. But at some point, it's going to give out on you. And especially if you use it more often, Wal00gi is ready for these habits to start manifesting.
Yeah, already has a big read on them in a big way. So in this game number 4 here, Enhanced needs to go back to drawing board and kind of make some big plays in his own way. And looks like the punish game and the chase game is the big X factor here, because Wal00gi has barely had any time to breathe. Enhanced coming out ahead here for now, but damage and advantage positioning right now. Looks like it's Wal00gi's favorite.
I mean, we think about how fast it can turn, the tide can turn into Snake's favor. That damage potential, we've already seen it. So crazy, but staying alive here. That's the heft of Snake starting to take shape. Just need to see if this air dodge into mid-stage is going to keep working for Wal00gi, because those high recoveries, they're going to get juggled by a Cloud up air. It's such a strong move.
Oh, that back throw could be huge, though. No limit means that, yep, if you get jumps, or if you get your jump caught out, then you can get absolutely smoked by Cloud, or as Cloud, I should say.
There's a lot of conditioning, too, because he'd normally gone for like the loop-de-loop. This time he went beeline straight to Cloud. Really smart playing from Wal00gi there.
Yeah, Otacon worked hard on that one, okay? That was a special Nikita.
That was a homing beacon, okay? I don't know. All right, more damage here, 47%. And full rage with Snake. I would be very, very keen to take this stock as soon as possible. Enhanced PV charging in with the dash attack, enough to take it.
Dash attack is starting to look like a little bit of a panic option for Enhanced PV. Granted, it's been working, but it does show. It shows his hand in a big way, though.
It's a good move, but yeah, it definitely is like when you see it coming out, you know you got him on the ropes.
Yeah. Okay, limit here. You make a big play.
There we go.
But the grenade actually pops you out of it. He gets stuck. He did it. The back throw into the C4 detonation is a true combo.
That's so sick.
That was nasty.
That's
I love
so
that.
sick.
I love that.
This is why I love Wal00gi. So keen about picking up these situations. Like the slightest mistake from enhanced PV is taken, and Wal00gi is going to run with it.
Oh, and yeah, Wal00gi had to hit that tech there, and enhanced PV was ready for an F tilt. This time, regional tech was happening. So kind of going out there with Bear. Once you get to that ledge, Cloud Bear, we all know her.
Ooh,
you know the vibes.
But we're finally getting a punish on these air dodges back down to stage. Wal00gi is going for the high recoveries, and enhanced PV finally starting to take some initiative here. We're going to be able to actually challenge that Nair before Wal00gi can fastfall it and hit him with the up smash.
All right, but now Wal00gi on the ledge. Yep, easy cross slash to the right. And Wal00gi just wants some space. Rolling away, drop that grenade in its wake, making sure that you get some space to kind of work again. Cool.
A turnaround blade beam has been kind of common for enhanced PV. Is the get up option going to survive here? We do help us out a little bit more. What is it? It's just a run off all the way with the back air. No limit required. Enhanced PV is going to bring us to a game 5, J-Dog.
You don't need limit when you have no limits, okay? Enhanced PV, when he recognizes that was a checkmate situation when you're in limit, just pulls the trigger on it immediately.
Yeah,
lack of hesitation is so huge.
Limit doesn't just give you that extra move or that extra move property. You know, you actually just run off stage so fast that like all of a sudden, like if you're using the limit to its full effectiveness, I feel like that's the mix-up that you need.
Yeah, huge, huge. So enhanced bring us to a game 5. I'd be surprised if we went to another stage. Yeah, we're keeping it locked into PS2 here for the final game of this winter semis. Here we go.
Yeah, no changes on the stages here. So these two are super comfortable where they are right now, but that comfort is soon going to be taken away as these two get put to the ringer.
All right, C4 acting as a little umbrella on the platform. Enhanced shield needs to go small, so he needs to go on the on the attack there.
All right.
Looking to go aggressive, most likely, but not working his way in too quickly. I like the trigger discipline. Wal00gi just trying to take these trades. He's going to use the weight differential, try and close out some stocks early on.
Makes sense. Challenge on this stuff. Nikita kind of floating up below ledge, meaning he has to watch where he stands and where he jumps. They have a limit. We're forcing out the shield drop from Wal00gi. We go deep. Oh, we actually find ourselves like recovering with the grenade enough to help us out here. The great roll coverage here, just knowing I know exactly where you're going to be, and I just go for the easiest option, up B.
Yeah, and that's such an easy thing to do because like you do out of shield and also like you can just pull the trigger on reaction. If they don't do it, just go.
It's fast. It's a fast move.
Extremely.
Right. The wave bounce grenade pulls have been, I think, setting up Wal00gi for a lot of these horizontal coverage options from enhanced PV. The blade beam has been catching him more often than not.
All right, and now with that grenade pull, yeah, he's going to just use that to get some more space back and get enhancing the kill percent here.
Okay.
Not quite, and all that grenade was one that you really didn't want to take.
Senses a little bit of hesitation from enhanced PV, gets a grab. Wal00gi starting to do really good things, getting a lot of damage here. We got to find the stock though, because that back throw will not do it. It only sets you up for something. Can we get the edge guard? An air dodge in? Oh my god, we're finding so much options, but like enhanced PV survives again and again.
Okay, next grab can't kill her. Yeah, Wal00gi looking for that, because once you hit above 160, it's down throw into up tilt guaranteed. But that time, enhanced knowing that the grab is being looked for, it's just going to get a grab of zone, get some stage control, force a high recovery, beat that forward air. Now you have limit. What do you do? Oh, Wal00gi. Smart, not air dodge. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say no air dodge, so Wal00gi kind of keeps it close to the chest, and enhanced PV kind of shows his hand instead, which means Wal00gi now takes stage control. What do we do with it?
I mean, I don't really blame enhanced PV for kind of showing his hand there, because you're playing with Cloud Squad. Yeah. You're at like 200% as Cloud.
And even as Snake not killing 200%, we talk about that.
You can play a little bit reckless, a little bit loosey-goosey once you get to that point.
We just got to get something here, because there's no reason for Snake to not be able to kill at this percent.
Oh, that Nair almost spelling doom for Wal00gi. That back air should do it with full raid. Yeah, this is slipping out of Wal00gi's hands right now.
I can tell he's starting to slip a little bit much. And enhanced PV still staying alive with the forward tilt, not enough to do it at 200. Perfect.
I was about to say, this cloud's been in the sky for years.
But it's only like the 5th edge guard that finally works here for Wal00gi. Feels like all of his options have been read out, and enhancedpv knows the patterns, knows the combos, knows exactly the order in which these edge guard attempts are going to happen. Pick up the grenade and hold shield. Pray that enhancedpv gets a little too greedy and starts poking that shield.
All right, and yeah, really wants that grenade. As you said, just buy some space, a little bit of room to breathe. But the thing is, you can't really take much room to breathe here.
Right.
You're in those positions where you need to just kind of go ham, and good air dodge. That was doom if you didn't.
And enhancedpv just lets an up smash rip for good measure afterwards, because why not?
Yeah. As I said before, house money, and you have limit too.
The house always wins, or does it? Wal00gi's still got to fight for survival here in Game 5.
Enhance able to let Wal00gi getting back to the center stage. Limit should be, limit is gone by the wayside. I think it's about 15 seconds on that.
Yep. Now we look good, but still staying alive. If Snake can stock tank the way that enhancedpv just did, maybe this could turn into a closer game. But right now, Wal00gi on death's door. enhancedpv hunting for the kill, hunting for the set.
And not having to overcommit. Yeah, just throws him through that grenade, playing around the grenade so beautifully, because now you get so much more reward off a simple throw. Snake has to recover every single time you touch him. This could be enough. It might just, it is just enough, and enhancedpv taking it in a Game 5 situation.
That was that C4 trigger that Wal00gi